Hello, good morning, and welcome to the online platform of Drishti. So, this is the Drishti learning app on which you are having this live online course, and myself, I'm Girish Venkatesh, and welcome all of you to this live course. And it's for paper 2, that is for political science, and it's for the UGC NET. So, today we are coming up with a new unit because in the last class we ended the comparative politics unit, and today we are coming up with the new unit, that is political traditions. और इस political tradition में what I have done is that I have started with the most important traditions with respect to your examinations. जो आपके एग्जामिनेशन में जो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट ट्रेडिशंस है, I have started with those traditions. The first one, it is with regard to feminist, or you can call it as feminism. ठीक है, it's all with regard to feminist or feminism. Okay. Now, feminism basically, if you talk about feminism, it's all with regard to the women's movement. So, feminism as a term, it denotes with regard to the investigation and understanding of discrimination against and oppression of women. So, feminism जो है, let me write it down. थोड़ा सा मेरा I have a sore throat, so please do not, if I am loud and clear, then it's okay. मेरा आवाज आप तक अच्छी तरह पहुंच रहा है, I guess so. ठीक है. So let's talk about feminism as a term refers to the investigation, ठीक है, it refers to the investigation and understanding of discrimination against and discrimination against and oppression of women. So this is what is feminism. And a person who is in favor of the feminist movements, or a person who is with regard to, who is in favor of the women's movement, that person, he or she, is regarded as a feminist. Remember it. So the live chat is there. All those who have joined me live, please you can say hello or hi out there. So feminism में सबसे पहला, its basic aim is to abolish such denominations, or it is to abolish such oppressions, and it advocates for an agency that would lead to the emancipation of women. Chalo. Now, when we talk about feminism, then these thoughts, I have, as I said you, that this week we have to end the syllabus. So we have only the first and the second unit left, and one more unit is unit 8. So rest of the units we have done. So what I am doing is that I am using the PPTs, okay, and it's all written here. You don't have to write it down. It's all written out here. And the PDF of this PPT you will be getting. And some extra informations I'll be writing on either side of this written format. So the feminist में These thoughts, they are available since the 18th century, but as a political ideology, it received acceptance during the 20th century. As a political ideology, it received acceptance during the 20th century. So we can say that feminism as a political ideology, it received acceptance during the 20th century. But if we look back, then it can be traced to the 1600s with regard to the writings of Marie Astle, and 1700s, the French female revolutionary who wrote a pamphlet, that is Olympe de Gouges, and that title of that pamphlet was Declaration on the Rights of Women and Citizens, and it criticized the French Revolution. Why? Because the French Revolution, it talked about the declaration of the rights of man and citizens. So as a result, she wrote a pamphlet titled Declaration of the Rights of Women and Citizens, and she criticized the French Revolution for not inculcation of women as equals to French Republic. इसके अलावा 1792 Mary Wollstonecraft, we all know Wollstonecraft, Mary Wollstonecraft, she wrote a book, that is the Vindication of the Rights of Women. ठीक है, and that was also one of the significant work that criticized English state for ignoring women's right, and it demanded civil and political rights for the women. So if we go by the history, or if we go by the evolution of feminism, so we can say feminism can be traced back to the 1600s. ठीक है, it can be traced back to the 1600s, to the writings of Marie Astle. Then in 1700, that is, if you go by the exact year, then it's 1700, we can say Olympe de Gouges wrote an influential pamphlet, and that was Declaration of the Rights of Women and Children, Women and Citizen. And in this, she criticized the French Revolution was not for not inculcation of women as equals to the French nation. ठीक है, इसके अलावा 1762, yeah, you can say 1700 ये था, then let's go to 1792, where Mary Wollstonecraft ठीक है, मैरी वॉलस्टोनक्राफ्ट, her very important work was vindication of the rights of women. Vindication of the rights of women. Now, this is also one of the most important works in the 1700s, where she is criticizing the English state for ignoring women rights and demanded civil and political rights for women. Criticizes English state for ignoring the rights of women and demanded civil and political rights for women. And Olympe de Gouges, she is actually criticizing the French Revolution. Okay. Further, we can say that the term feminist, it was first used as a medical term, and it was to describe either feminization of men or masculinization of women. So ये जो word feminist था, it was used as a, you can say, a medical term, and this medical term either referred to feminization of men or womanization of or masculinization of women. और modern sense में when we talk about feminism, then it is linked to women's movement and its attempt to advance the social role of women in human society. So modern sense में feminism का जो meaning है, it has changed. ठीक है? So in modern sense, the meaning of feminism that has changed. Remember that. So when we go with the central idea of feminism, I can give you 3 points here. One, the central idea was that the feminists, they were of the view that the women, they are pushed into disadvantaged situation by society. So the women, they are pushed into disadvantaged situation by society. Why? Because they are women. First of all, because they are women, and also they lack capability or anything else. So the first central idea behind feminist movement was the women, they were pushed into disadvantageous situations by society. Why? Because they were simply women and they lacked capabilities or anything else. Second, there was a sex-based discrimination. And this sex-based discrimination, it created gendered society. And in this gendered society, the males, they oppressed the females. And the third one, it's against supremacy of men and the subjection of women. So these are the 3 central ideas with regard to feminism which you should remember, because they can ask you in certain MCQs that which of the following are the ideas related or the features related to central feminism. तो ये central ideas है. ठीक है. Next, we can come up with the origin and development. अभी मैंने आपको बताया, that is the first test on modern feminism. I cannot say, मतलब modern feminism में अगर first text किसी ने किया था, तो it was Mary Wollstonecraft, and that is Vindication of the Rights of Man, Rights of Women, 1792. And this was written in the backdrop of the French Revolution. Okay? So the first text of modern feminism, we all know that the French Revolution, it happened 1789. And in that French Revolution, the 1791, France, it became a constitutional monarchy. ठीक है, monarchy को constitutional monarchy बना दिया गया and it adopted its constitution. तो वहां पे first page was with regard to the rights of man and citizens. That was the charter of the rights of man and citizen. So the women, they were very much annoyed. They were very much they were very much annoyed, and they demanded that the women should also be included in the charter. That's why when we were talking about that, the French Revolution mein, one of the women writers, that is Olympe de Gouges, she wrote an influential pamphlet, that is the Declaration of the Rights of Women and Citizens. Why? Because she wanted to impose, she wanted the inculcation of women as equals in the French Revolution. So here when we are talking about origin, ये book का नाम याद रखना, and by the mid 19th century, remember it, mid 19th century, women movements, they were initiated in USA. Women movements, they were initiated in USA. That is the Seneca Falls Convention 1848 marked the birth of the movement. That is, women movement initiated in USA. The birth of the movement was Seneca Falls Convention 1848. और ये Seneca Falls Convention 1848, it adopted a declaration, and that declaration, it was written by Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and it was the Declaration of Sentiments. Remember it. It adopted the Declaration of Sentiments, which was written by Elizabeth Cady Stanton. और उसी तरीके से we can say National Women Suffrage Association, that was also set up, and it was set up by two individuals, that is women activists. One was Elizabeth Cady Stanton and the other one was Suzanne Anthony. So Suzanne Anthony and Elizabeth Stanton, they set up the National Women's Suffrage. Suffrage is with regard to voting rights in 1869. Got it? Now, here, uske baad what I've done is that this is something which is with regard to the key components of feminism. But before we go into the key components, I should tell you that there are certain, you can say, the development of feminism, it can be understood with the help of, you can say, waves of feminism. ठीक है, फर्स्ट वेव, सेकेंड वेव, इस तरीके से. तो यहां पे आई राइट डेवलपमेंट ऑफ फेमिनिज्म can be understood by the waves of feminism. Now, in this, we can say that there were three waves. Now, first wave अगर लोगे तो I can divide the entire discussion into 4 points. One is what is the time period of this wave. Second one, what is the central theme with regard to this wave. And the third one is with regard to the speciality and who were the key proponents of this wave. Now, this is a very important part when it comes to your examinations. Now, the first wave, its time period, if I talk about the time period, the time period was 1850 to 1920s. 1850 to 1920s. And the central theme with regard to this period, central theme जो था, that was women suffrage movement वुमेन सफरेज मूवमेंट, इसके अलावा डिमांड फॉर इकोनॉमिक एंड पॉलिटिकल राइट्स, डिमांड फॉर इकोनॉमिक एंड political rights. That was what was the demand. So it's women's suffrage plus demand for you can say economic and political rights, and we can say that during the the speciality of this wave, अगर हम स्पेशलिटी की बात करें, now what is the speciality with regard to this? (1893) New Zealand New Zealand becomes the first country to grant right to vote ठीक है. And in the same way, 1920 USA granted voting rights to women. ठीक है. And अगर और भी चीजें इसमें बात करोगे, we can say that in the first wave, one more thing was that एक और चीज था, and that was achieving gender equality in public life. And in America, the black woman ठीक है, they were advocating against slavery in America. Black women were advocating against slavery. ठीक है, they were advocating against slavery and they were promoting feminist concerns with, मतलब feminist concerns को promote कर रहे थे through anti slavery societies. ठीक है, black women, they were advocating against slavery and forming anti-slavery societies. So this was what was in the first wave. और फर्स्ट वेव से रिलेटेड अगर थिंकर्स की बात करोगे तो एलिजाबेथ स्टैंटन इज वन ऑफ देम, देन सुजैन एंटोनी इज अनदर वन. ठीक है, फर्स्ट इससे इट्स, if I can write here, main proponents, or you can say related thinkers. That is the best part. हम इसको related thinkers कर देते हैं. So here the related thinkers are Elizabeth Stanton and Suzanne Anthony. Elizabeth Stanton और Suzanne Anthony. ठीक है, और इसी में जैसे मैंने कहा कि दिस वॉज द, जस्ट अ मिनट, दिस वॉज द कन्वेंशन, एंड दिस कन्वेंशन यू कैन से called by feminist thinkers like Elizabeth Stanton, and one more thinker was there. Her name was Lucretia Moss. ठीक है, and this Seneca Falls Convention, it was called in 1848 and it demanded, मतलब इसमें it was for the support of black abolitionist leader Frederick Douglass to demand women rights. ठीक है, तो इसमें हम बोल सकते हैं कि द कन्वेंशन demanded women rights. The convention, it demanded women rights of equality and citizenship, or called in support of called in support of Frederick Douglass. He was the black abolitionist leader. Remember it. ठीक है? And we all know that National Women's Suffrage Association, it was formed by Elizabeth Stanton and Suzanne Anthony, and they launched a journal that is called The Revolution. ठीक है? Journal that is Revolution. ठीक है? So when we talk about the first wave, then here New Zealand, it was the first self-governing country to provide right to vote to women. Then USA, it granted voting rights to women. And also there was, the focus was with regard to equality in public life. And in America, black women, they were advocating against slavery and forming anti-slavery societies. ये first wave से related है. Then let's go to the second wave. Now when we are talking about the second wave, now the second wave, जो इसका timeline है, second wave's timeline, it's 1960 to 1980s. And one more thing you should know, that UK, यहाँ पे first wave में एक और चीज याद रखना कि UK also gave the right to vote. ठीक है? That is UK women who were 21 and above, they got the right to vote in 1928. UK women who were 21 and above got right to vote in 1928. So this can also be added to the first wave. ठीक है? Got it? Now, when we talk about the second feminist wave, में we should all remember that it's from 1960s. टाइम पीरियड जो है 1960s to 1980s. Then here the central theme अगर सेंट्रल थीम की बात करो तो इन द सेकेंड वे स्लोगन ऑफ पर्सनल इज पॉलिटिकल दैट केम अप, प्लस गोल ऑफ लिबरेशन ऑफ वुमेन फ्रॉम पैट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी, ठीक है, एंड स्टेट. that is slogan of personal, write it down, slogan of personal is political. इसके अलावा we can say that goal of liberation of women in patriarchal society and state. ठीक है, इसके अलावा we can say that जो second feminist wave था, ठीक है, it was मतलब Martha Weinman Lear, she published an article in the New York Times magazine in 1968 that is referred as the second feminist wave. ठीक है, और सेकेंड फेमिनिस्ट वेव में अगर स्पेशलिटी की बात करो देन इट वाज बेटी फ्राइडन्स वर्क दैट इज फेमिनाइन मिस्टीक 1963 that set up the tone of the second wave, and it was with regard to the fight of equal pay rights for women. वो चीज था. So we can say with regard to the second wave, हम लोग यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं सेंट्रल थीम के बाद स्पेशलिटी में बेटी फ्राइडांस, her book's name was The Feminine Mystique. Then we can say it's Martha Weimar Lear. Please write it down. Martha Weimar Lear. In 1968 published an article in New York Times, and that was second feminist wave. ठीक है, सेकेंड फेमिनिस्ट वेव. और यहां पे वी कैन से द स्पेशलिटी वाज आल्सो फाइट फॉर इक्वल पे राइट्स for women. Fight for equal pay rights for women. और यहाँ पे जो थिंकर्स हैं, थिंकर्स में इट्स बेटी फ्राइडनान, Betty Friedan, then it's Keith Millett, then Germania Greer. Write it down. So this is the second wave. ठीक है, and second wave से related आपके पास यही है. ठीक है, so this is the second wave, and the second wave we can say it was a period of great political activity. The first one, it focused on suffrage rights, legal obstacles, acquiring educational rights, property rights and all. The second wave, it included issues like sexuality. ये भी लिख लो. Second wave में, next page we can use. Second wave, it included issues like sexuality. ठीक है, sexuality एक issue था. Then substantive equality and injustice. Substantive inequality and injustice within the family. ठीक है, and also drew attention towards problems like rape. ठीक है, problems like rape and domestic violence. फर्स्ट वेव में आप दो चीज और ऐड कर लो. दैट इज फर्स्ट वेव में वी कैन से एजुकेशनल राइट्स. ठीक है, इट ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट एजुकेशनल एंड प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स. So it also talked about that, educational and property rights. And we all know that this was the second wave. ठीक है, और अगर थर्ड वेव की बात करो, that is 1990 and present, it's also referred as post feminism. ठीक है, third wave 1990 and present, and this is referred as what? Post feminism. ठीक है, it's also referred as post feminism. Remember it. और थर्ड वेव में there was a broader vision of feminist theory. Broader vision of feminist theory. Broader vision था feminist theory का, and race and ethical based discrimination against women were raised. ठीक है, रेस एंड एथिकल बेस्ड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन अगेंस्ट वुमेन दे वर रेस्ड. And third wave, it was the response because of the failure of the first and the second wave, and it focused on the concept of intersectionalities. ठीक है, write it down. Focused on the concept of intersectionalities. ये intersectionalities के कॉन्सेप्ट पे फोकस कर रहा था. ठीक है, दैट इज एंड ऑल्सो लुकिंग बिहाइंड द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ लुकिंग बियॉन्ड द बैरियर ऑफ मेल फीमेल जेंडर आइडेंटिटीज. और इसी पीरियड था व्हेन ब्लैक फेमिनिज्म, ठीक है, एंड वुमेन ऑफ कलर फेमिनिज्म इट एमर्ज्ड. सो ब्लैक फेमिनिज्म and women of color feminism emerged. देखो, if you look at the PYQs, you will see feminism से बहुत क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. ठीक है, so this is a very hot topic out here. So that is what is with regard to this. और अगर हम इंटरसेक्शनैलिटीज की बात करते हैं तो इंटरसेक्शनैलिटीज वाज अ कॉन्सेप्ट विच वाज, मतलब ये जो इंटरसेक्शनैलिटीज है, कॉन्सेप्ट brought by it was brought by Kimber Crenshaw. किम्बर क्रेनशॉ ने ये कॉन्सेप्ट लेके आए थे. ठीक है, एंड ही सेड दैट देयर इज अ नीड टू लुक एट वेरियस ओवरलैपिंग एक्सेस पॉइंट्स ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. ठीक है, वेरियस ओवरलैपिंग एक्सेस पॉइंट ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. और इंटरसेक्शनैलिटीज का मतलब क्या होता है? It refers to the interconnected nature of social categories. ठीक है, और इसका मतलब है refers to interconnectedness. ठीक है, it refers to interconnectedness या इंटरकनेक्टेड नेचर. of interconnected nature of social categories like age, sex, gender, caste, religion, etc. ठीक है. ठीक है. एंड इसमें फोकस और भी था. वी कैन से द फोकस वॉज the focus it was on sexual harassment of women at workplace, sexual harassment of women at workplace, and exploitation या oppression of women as domestic, exploitation or या oppression of women as domestic help workers. यहाँ पे दलित वुमेन की भी बात की गई है. ठीक है. सो दिस इज व्हाट इज देयर विथ रिगार्ड टू द थर्ड वेव. सो ब्लैक फेमिनिज्म, इंटरसेक्शनलिटीज, ये सब आया. ठीक है. सो दैट इज व्हाट इज देयर. गॉट इट. तो ये 3 वेव्स आपको याद रखना है और इसमें से रिलेटेड आपको इनके थिंकर्स भी याद रखने हैं. जैसे यहां पे थिंकर्स जो हैं, एक तो किम्बरी क्रेनशॉ तो हो ही गई, एंड द अदर वन वाज रेबेका वॉलकर, and Butler, Judith Butler. ठीक है. इट्स जूडिथ बटलर. हेलो आदर्श, हाउ आर यू? आई एम फाइन आदर्श. तो दिस इज फर्स्ट विथ रिगार्ड टू फेमिनिज्म. अब फेमिनिज्म में देर आर 3 मेन कॉन्सेप्ट्स. वन इज पैट्रियार्की. Patriarchy, we all know that patriarchy is nothing else but feminists, they use the concept of patriarchy basically to describe the power relationship between men and women. ठीक है. सो यहां पे हम बोल सकते हैं कि feminist use the concept of to describe power relationship between men and women. ठीक है. And when we are talking about patriarchy, one should always remember that यहाँ पे patriarchy में the term, it literally means what? The term, it means that there is the rule of father. ठीक है. And feminist, they describe it as husband father या dominance of husband and father within the family. ठीक है, एंड इससे क्या होता है, मेल डोमिनेंस हो जाता है इन ऑल वॉक्स ऑफ लाइफ. ठीक है, वेदर इट इज इन एजुकेशन, वेदर इट इज इन वर्क और वेदर इट इज इन पॉलिटिक्स. एंड पैट्रियार्की अकॉर्डिंग टू Kate Millett, patriarchy in a hierarchy society characterized by both sexual and generational oppression. ठीक है, मतलब patriarchy जो है is therefore a hierarchical society which is characterized by sexuality as well as generational oppression. ठीक है, and we should know that it was developed by socialist and radical feminist. और इसका मतलब होता है मीन्स रूल ऑफ फादर और डोमिनेंस ऑफ हस्बैंड फादर in all walks of life. And patriarchy is a so this is what is the first component, that is patriarchy. ठीक है, second component is personal is political. Personal is political का मतलब ये हो गया, this is talking about personal political divide. ठीक है, personal is political का मतलब it's talking about personal political divide. ठीक है, personal political divide. And we all know that women, they were restricted to the private role of housewife and mother, and they were excluded from politics. So feminists, they challenged the divide between public man and public woman and proclaimed that personal is political. ठीक है, सो यहां पे हम बोल सकते हैं कि पर्सनल पॉलिटिकल डिवाइड है और इसमें वुमेन was confined to private life. ठीक है, woman was confined to private life, or you can say private role as a housewife or a mother, was excluded from politics, वुमेन को एक्सक्लूड कर दिया गया पॉलिटिक्स से. सो फेमिनिस्ट challenged the divide between public man and public woman. ठीक है, they challenged the divide between public man and public woman. ठीक है, and proclaimed that personal is political. ठीक है, and proclaimed that personal is political. ठीक है, anyone who has any doubts इसमें. और finally it's with regard to the sex and gender. Sex and gender is, मतलब this is the most common point with regard to anti-feminist arguments. And the anti-feminist arguments, they assert that the woman's physical as well as anatomical makeup जो है, physical और anatomical makeup जो है, that suits her to be subordinate and domestic, that suit her to play a subordinate as well as a domestic role in the society. तो इन शॉर्ट इसको आप बोल सकते हो बायोलॉजी इज डेस्टिनी. ठीक है, मतलब एंटी फेमिनिस्ट आर्ग्यू अबाउट बायोलॉजी इज डेस्टिनी. Argue about biology is destiny. That is, woman's physical and woman's physical and anatomical makeup suits her to be a subordinate or domestic role in society. और यहां पे बायोलॉजी इज डेस्टिनी का मतलब देर इज अ डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन सेक्स एंड जेंडर. ठीक है, सो देर इज अ डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन द मेल एंड फीमेल. और सेक्स और जेंडर को यहां पे डिफरेंस बताया गया है. जैसे यहां पे दे हैव सेड सेक्स एंड जेंडर क्या है, मतलब फेमिनिस्ट have differentiated between sex and gender. They have said sex is what? Sex is nothing else but it is a biological difference. ठीक है, biological and natural difference between male and female. Biological और natural difference है between male and female. But what about gender? They say that gender, it's a cultural term. Cultural term which refers to different roles. ठीक है, gender बोला जाता है, it's a cultural term which refers to different roles ascribed by the different roles that society ascribes man and woman. ठीक है, this is what और इसी में we can say there is a very Simon D. Beauvoir, ठीक है, Beauvoir, she has said women are made, they are not born. Women are made, they are not born. ठीक है, जेंडर से रिलेटेड बात करने. गॉट इट? क्लियर? आदर्श एंड ऑल, देखो भाई कोई डाउट्स हो रहे हैं, कुछ भी हो रहे हैं तो प्लीज बता दो, अदरवाइज हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. देन वी कम अप विद द डिफरेंस, इक्वालिटी फेमिनिज्म और डिफरेंस फेमिनिज्म. इक्वालिटी फेमिनिज्म में क्या है? The feminist thinker who considered that patriarchy creates the difference between the value of man and woman. That is, patriarchy is creating the difference between तुम्हारा man and woman, ठीक है, value of man and woman. So the state should provide equal rights to both male and female to ensure equality. इसी को तुम्हारा इक्वालिटी फेमिनिज्म बोला जाता है. सो इक्वालिटी फेमिनिज्म इसी को बोला जाता है, या इसको इगैलिटेरियन फेमिनिज्म भी बोल सकते हो. इगैलिटेरियन फेमिनिज्म, दैट इज, इगैलिटेरियन फेमिनिज्म में हम बोल सकते हैं इट एडवोकेट्स इक्वल ह्यूमन राइट्स. सिंपल टर्म्स में आप बोल सकते हो कि इट इज एडवोकेटिंग इक्वल ह्यूमन राइट्स. ठीक है, इक्वल ह्यूमन राइट्स को फिर इक्वल जेंडर इक्वल जेंडर राइट्स. ठीक है, तो ये सब चीजों पे ये फोकस कर रहा है. ठीक है, और ये प्रो वुमेन है एंड इट्स एंगेज्ड विथ मेन. ठीक है, इट्स प्रो वुमेन एज वेल एज एंगेज्ड विथ मेन. और यहां पे एबोलिशन ऑफ हम बोल सकते हैं, दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एबोलिशन ऑफ differences. But what about difference feminism? डिफरेंस फेमिनिज्म ये बोलता है कि अपार्ट फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ दिस आर्ग्यू दैट द स्टेट शुड रिकॉग्नाइज द डिफरेंसेस and make gender sensitive rules and regulations. It says that state का भी रोल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. They should make gender sensitive rules, regulations, और इससे realization of rights होगा and representation of women होगा. ठीक है, तो हम बोल सकते हैं यहां पे फोकस है ऑन अलायंस, सिस्टरहुड, ठीक है, फोकस इज ऑन बिल्डिंग अलायंसेस, सिस्टरहुड, ठीक है. ये प्रो ह्यूमन नहीं बोलोगे, and this is focusing on alliance, sisterhood and community, and it's pro woman. ठीक है, बाकी तो आपको समझ में आ ही रहा होगा. ठीक है, और यहां पे इक्वालिटी फेमिनिज्म में इट सेज दैट पैट्रियार्की का जो इफेक्ट है वो मेन भी फील कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स दैट इट व्यूज men also as a victim of patriarchy. Men also a victim of patriarchy. ठीक है, और बट यहां पे वी कैन से men are considered to be penetrators of violence. Men, they are considered to be penetrators of violence. ठीक है, clear? So that is equality feminism and difference feminism. इसके अलावा अगर types of feminism पे जाओगे, then the first one, it's liberal feminism. We can see that this liberal feminism, it was in the first wave of the women's movement, and it was deeply influenced by the ideas and values of liberalism. And Mary Wollstonecraft, she was with regard to liberal feminism, and she argued that women, they must be entitled to the same rights and privileges as that of men. और liberal feminism जो है, it lies in the principle of individualism. Remember it. It lies in the principle of what? Individualism. और individualism का मतलब human as an individual or is important, and therefore all individuals are equal worth. और इसमें Mary Wollstonecraft, then Beth Friedan, Carol Pateman, ठीक है, ये सब इसमें आते हैं लिबरल फेमिनिज्म में. ओके, देन कम्स सोशलिस्ट फेमिनिज्म. सोशलिस्ट फेमिनिज्म का सेंट्रल थीम क्या था कि पैट्रियार्की कैन ओनली बी अंडरस्टूड in light of social and economic factors. And for socialist feminism, sexual oppression is the most important as with regard to class exploitation. ठीक है, और यहां पे अगर आप बात करो तो दे बिलीव्ड इन ग्रेजुअल एंड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल reforms. They believed in that. Plus, हम ये भी बोल सकते हैं, focus on political activism. The focus was on that. ठीक है, और लिबरल फेमिनिज्म जो था, इट वॉज सेंटर्ड अराउंड सिविल एंड पॉलिटिकल राइट्स. ठीक है, और सोशलिस्ट में it was sexual oppression that is the most important, and Borgio family is patriarchal. They said Borgio family जो है, it is patriarchal and oppressive because here the men, they wish to ensure that the property will only pass on to their sons. और कोल गोल क्या था? Restructure economic life. और यहाँ पे they are the ones who are the key proponents of socialist feminism. ठीक है, और एक और चीज इन्होंने बोला कि they asserted that it was not just relations of production but also relations of reproduction, but also relations of reproduction that led to subordination of women. ठीक है, it all led to the subordination of women. ठीक है, और इसमें हम बोल सकते हैं कि सोशलिस्ट फेमिनिज्म फोकस्ड ऑन sexual division of labor and demanded equal pay for women. ये इक्वल पे का भी ये लोग डिमांड करते थे. ठीक है, एंड ऑल्सो मैटरनिटी बेनिफिट्स एट वर्क प्लेस. ठीक है, okay, so these are the names. देन कम्स रैडिकल फेमिनिज्म। अब अगर रैडिकल फेमिनिज्म की बात करोगे तो रैडिकल फेमिनिज्म जो है, its central feature was of the belief that sexual oppression is the most fundamental feature of society. Sexual oppression जो है most fundamental feature of society है, ठीक है. So they focused on reshaping the society entirely. That is, जो patriarchy है as a systematic, institutionalized and pervasive process of gender, that should be done away with. And they also talked about other forms of injustices like class exploitation and racial hatred, or they demanded for sexual revolution in which the patriarchal structures, they will be overthrown and they will be replaced by a new one. ठीक है. सो बेसिकली हम बोल सकते हैं इट फोकस्ड ऑन वुमेन emancipation from the वुमेन इमेंसिपिकेशन की बात हुआ है, ठीक है. So that is what. And then comes black feminism. I did say you कि black feminism जो है, it's all a part of the third wave. तो यहाँ पे it centers around the experiences of black women, understanding the position in relation to racism and all. और कोल गोल क्या था ब्लैक फेमिनिज्म का? टू काउंटर इंटरकनेक्टेड रेशियल, जेंडर एंड क्लास स्ट्रक्चर्स. ठीक है. इंटरसेक्शनलिस्ट, वो जो हम लोगों ने बात किया था यहां पे, ये देखो, वी हैड टॉक्ड अबाउट वन कॉन्सेप्ट, इंटरसेक्शनलिटीज. तो दिस इंटरसेक्शनलिटीज वाली बात है कि जो भी whatever is the oppression of women going on, it is interconnected with the social system also. And here Bell Hooks is one of the leading thinkers. According to her, race, gender and class discrimination are all aspects of the same system. And this she named as what? Imperialist white सुप्रीमिस्ट कैपिटलिस्ट पैट्रियार्की. ठीक है. और उसके की ऑपोनेंट्स. देन ट्रांस फेमिनिज्म एंड पोस्ट फेमिनिज्म. ट्रांस फेमिनिज्म इज विथ रिगार्ड टू ट्रांसजेंडर्स, एस्पेशली ट्रांस वुमेन. और इनका सेंटर थीम क्या है? रिजेक्शन ऑफ द बाइनरी कॉन्सेप्शन ऑफ जेंडर. एंड पोस्ट फेमिनिज्म, it all started in 1980s to counter classical feminism. ठीक है. And Naomi Wolf and all, they are the part of this post feminism. ठीक है. Got it? हाँ जी. And I have also post colonial feminism भी है, which I have mentioned here, and this is in the third world countries. And it draws out that post-colonialism mein the experiences which women underwent during colonialism, that is migration, slavery, overpowering, resistance, representation difference, race, gender, ये सब चीजें. ठीक है. And it focuses on what? Racism, ethnic issues, long lasting economic, political and cultural effects. ठीक है, and it was by Gayatri Spivak and Chandra Mohanty. And these are the names of the important books. Mary Wollstonecraft का 1792 में Vindication of the Rights of Women, Subjection of Women J.S. Mill ने लिखा था. Origin of the Family, Private and State Friedrich Engel. Second Sex Simon D. Beauvoir. ठीक है, 1949. Feminine Mystique Betty Friedan. ठीक है, this was the starting of the second wave. Then the second stage, again Betty Friedan. Then the Dialectic of Sex, Shulamith Firestone. Sexual Politics, Kate Millett. Female Anch, Germaine Greer. Patriarchal Attitudes, Eva Feige. ठीक है, और भी इसमें सारे करीब 19 नेम है. ओके, गॉट इट. ठीक है, so in the same way we can start with one more political traditions, and that is with regard to ecologism. देखो, ecologism जो है, it's also referred as green political theory, and it's a distinctive ideological tradition since 1970s. ठीक है, एक अलग सा आइडियोलॉजिकल ट्रेडिशन है जो डेवलप किया 1970 से. ठीक है, इकोलॉजिज्म. एंड इकोलॉजिज्म वाज व्यूड एज एन आइडियोलॉजी बिकॉज ऑफ 3 मेन थियोरेटिकल डेवलपमेंट्स. दैट मीन्स देयर वर 3 मेन theoretical developments, and because of the 3 main theoretical developments, ecologism was seen as an ideology. 3 main theoretical developments. The first one was the ecocentric worldview. Sorry, ecocentric hai ye. It's ecocentric. First one is ecocentric worldview. Second one is anthropocentrism or human-centric biasness. And third one is the emergence of deep ecology. That means एक 3 main, if I say यहाँ पे 3 चीज है. First, it's ecocentric worldview. Second one, it's an biasness, and the third one is emergence of deep ecology. ये 3 हैं. And here we can say that when we come with the term ecology, then it was coined by the German zoologist Ernest Haeckel, 1886, and that too in his book German Morphology. ये बुक का नाम याद रखना है, German Morphology, written by Ernest Haeckel, and the term ecology, it was coined by him. And ecologism जो है, that is a political term, and it has been increasingly used, especially in the years 1960, by growing green movement. Green movement means movement which was with regard to the environment. And one more, Rachel Carson's Silent Spring. This is also considered as the first book to draw attention to the developing ecological crisis. Specifically एग्जाम से related है, specifically related to your exam. Remember it. ये specifically आपका exam related concepts है कि Rachel Carson's Spring, Silent Spring, it is the first book to draw attention with regard to developing ecological crisis. और other important works में Ehrlich and Harriman's Ehrlich and Harriman's How to Be a Survivor 1971. ठीक है, How to Be a Survivor. उसी तरह गोल्डस्मिथ का ब्लूप्रिंट फॉर सर्वाइवल, ठीक है, एंड एन अनऑफिशियल यूएन रिपोर्ट ओनली वन अर्थ एंड द क्लब ऑफ रोम्स द लिमिट्स टू ग्रोथ. ये सब हम बोल सकते हैं these are the other important works with regard to ecologism. ठीक है. Now when we come to the concept of ecologism, then there are key components of ecologism. Key components में अगर बात करो तो first component is ecology. And ecology is what? It is the study of relationship between living organisms and the environment. That is, living organisms और environment का जो relationship है उसी को तुम्हारा इकोलॉजी बात करता है. एंड इकोलॉजिज्म पुट्स फॉरवर्ड पॉलिटिकल थॉट while considering human as a part of this network. That means there is a relationship network between environment and human being. So that network को consider करते हुए, ठीक है, ecologism, it has put forward a political thought. Then the second one is holism. You can call it as holism. This holism word, it was coined by Jan Smuts, 1926. Jan Smuts 1926 में उसने ये holism word को coin किया. And it is a belief system that the whole is more important than its part, and it implies that understanding is gained by studying the relationship among the parts. Matlab, this holism is nothing else but the whole environment is important rather than its parts. And it also says that understanding gain hota hai by studying the relationship among the parts. और बोला जाता है individual interest is parts and environment is whole. Hence, according to ecologists, political view or environment is prior to man. समझ में आया? मतलब holism में they are talking about focusing of studying about the whole, that is the environment, rather than its parts, that is the individuals. And when we try to study the relationship between the individuals, then we can know about the whole. So here an individual's interest, that is the parts, and environment, that is the whole, and always environment comes prior to man. यहाँ पे ये है. The second one is sustainability. We all know sustainability का मतलब क्या है? Sustainability is nothing else but the capacity of a system to maintain its health and continue in existence. Sustainable development हम लोगों ने समझा ही हुआ है. So that is what is sustainability. And here Herman Daly, what he says that growth mania, that is the promise of unlimited prosperity and material influence, causes immense environmental disaster. So Herman Daly talks about growth mania. That is because of growth mania, and growth mania is what? Growth mania is nothing else but unlimited prosperity and material affluence. तो अनलिमिटेड प्रॉस्पेरिटी के कारण अनलिमिटेड मटेरियल को भी हम लोग एक्सप्लॉइट कर रहे हैं, एंड ऑल ऑफ दिस रिजल्ट्स टू इमेंस एनवायरमेंटल डिजास्टर. और 1973 में स्मॉल इज ब्यूटिफुल, इट वॉज रिटन बाय E.F. Shoemaker. He states that human beings have made the mistake of regarding energy as an income. ठीक है, so that is what is with regard to that. So sustainability का मतलब हो गया the capacity of a system to maintain its health and to continue in the existence over the year. Then environmental ethics, this is the fourth. सस्टेनेबिलिटी जो था वो थर्ड था. एनवायरमेंटल एथिक्स इट इज द फोर्थ. एनवायरमेंटल एथिक्स का मतलब ये है कि व्हाट इज योर मॉरल ड्यूटी टुवर्ड्स एनवायरमेंट. एंड द करंट ट्रेंड इज व्हाट? ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट जो है इट इज अनएथिकल. दैट इज इन द नेम ऑफ डेवलपमेंट व्हाट द ह्यूमन डू, the human generation is doing excessive exploitation of the resources and environmental degradation. ठीक है, and as a result we are compromising the development of the future. ठीक है, so in the name of development, all is done in the name of development. So in the name of development, excessive exploitation of resources, environmental degradation, and also comprising the development of the future generation, and also comprising with the needs of other living species like plants and animals. ठीक है, and finally fifth one is from having to being. From having to being. That is, nowadays we can see that environmental degradation का cultural bias भी है. That is, ecologism can be seen to be associated with the ideas of post-materialism and anti-consumerism. और from having to being का मतलब हो गया materialism to and consumerism की बात हो रही है. So when we talk about key components, there are four key components: ecology, holoism. Ecology is basically the relationship between environment and human beings. Holoism, it's all talking about the whole, that is the environment, and the parts are the individuals. Then the sustainability, and then environmental ethics. That is, in the name of development, we are exploiting excessively the environment. And last one, from having to being. And when we talk about the types of ecologism, the first one is eco-socialism. Eco-socialism mein, what is the core theme? The core theme is the idea that capitalism is the enemy of environment. Capitalism is the enemy of environment, while socialism is its friend. समझ में आया? Capitalism is the enemy of environment और socialism जो है वो friend है. And it is associated with what? Marxism. और Rudolf Baru, ठीक है, 1982, he argued that the root cause of environmental crisis is capitalism. और इसी को तुम्हारा मतलब this type of ecological thought could also be seen among the German Greens. Then comes eco-anarchism. Anarchism क्या होता है? Where there is no authority to control, stateless society. So anarchists believe that in a stateless society in which harmony develops, out of mutual respect and social solidarity among human beings. मतलब एनार्किस्ट का क्या बिलीव है, स्टेटलेस सोसाइटी में हार्मोनी कैसे डेवलप होगा, when there is mutual conflict between the individuals or when there is solidarity among the individuals. So what they advocated, they have also advocated the construction of decentralized societies. ठीक है, like collection of communes or villages. ठीक है, तो that is what. और इसमें we can say that Murray Bookchin, our synthetic environment, can be seen a prominent publication with this regard. Eco-anarchism. ठीक है, and finally we can also talk about ecofeminism, and here the basic theme is ecologism is that ecological destruction has its origin in patriarchy also. ठीक है, जिसमें मेरी डाल ने जिन इकोलॉजी 1979 where women would liberate themselves from patriarchal culture if they align themselves with the female nature. ठीक है, that is ecofeminism. और दो है इकोलॉजी, एक शैलो और एक डीप इकोलॉजी. आई कैन से यू शैलो इकोलॉजी जो है, इट सपोर्ट्स एनवायरमेंटल कंजर्वेशन ओनली फॉर ह्यूमन इंटरेस्ट एंड नीड्स. एनवायरमेंटल कंजर्वेशन ओनली फॉर ह्यूमन इंटरेस्ट एंड नीड्स. And shallow ecology, it rejects ecocentric and biocentrism. और ये सपोर्ट करता है anthropocentric world view. That is the second type. That is the human centered. And it says if harming the environment will also harm humans, though the environment should be protected. So ये human centered rather than eco centered. And focuses on environmentalism, limited holism, animal welfare and sustainable growth. और इसके अलावा it also focuses on ecologism, radical holism, value in nature, biocentric equality, ये सब. और key supporter we can say it's Anthony Weston Key. ठीक है, is Anthony Weston Key. And what about deep ecology? It's environmental conservation in the interest of all. So it favors ecocentrism and it rejects anthropocentrism, human center को reject करता है. That is, the interest of other living beings must be treated as seriously as the interest of humans. और यहाँ पे animal welfare and sustainable growth, they are also given importance, and focus जो है वो we can say it's this. ठीक है, focus जो है it is on, एक मिनट, यहां पे एक चीज गलत हो गया है, सॉरी टू से यू, ये नहीं रहेगा, सॉरी, दिस इज नॉट देयर. दैट्स व्हाट आई सॉ दैट. यहां पे फोकस जो है एनवायरमेंटलिज्म पे है, लिमिटेड होलोइज्म पे, एनिमल वेलफेयर और सस्टेनेबल ग्रोथ. बट हियर द फोकस इज ऑन ecologism, radical holism, value in nature, biocentric इक्वालिटी, एनिमल राइट्स एंड ए, और की सपोर्टर इज आर्नी नाइस। ठीक है, एंड इसी इकोलॉजिज्म में देर इज अ जिया हाइपोथेसिस, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। जिया हाइपोथेसिस, it was the James Lovelock, best known as the inventor of the Gia hypothesis in 1970s. And Gia hypothesis के अनुसार Earth's biosphere, atmosphere, ocean, soil, they exhibit precisely the kind of self-regulating behavior that characterized other forms of life. ये Gia hypothesis आप याद रखना। और जिया जो है वो ग्रीक गॉडेस ऑफ अर्थ के नाम पर रखा गया। ठीक है, दैट इज he developed that the planet itself is alive with stones, rivers and mountains often conceived as mother earth. और जिया जो है it contains a revolutionary vision। ठीक है, तो एनिमेटेड वर्ल्ड और इनएनिमेटेड वर्ल्ड को भी ये करता है। सो जिया हाइपोथेसिस इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द अर्थ्स बायोस्फीयर, एटमॉस्फेयर, सॉइल, ओशन, दे ऑल एग्जिबिट अ सेल्फ रेगुलेटिंग बिहेवियर। ठीक है, उन सब में एक सेल्फ रेगुलेटिंग बिहेवियर, दैट इज व्हाट। और बुक्स एंड ऑथर से रिलेटेड, Rachel Carson, we have 5 books. Under the Sea Wind, The Sea Around Us, The Edge of the Sea, Silent Spring, The Sense of Wonder. Then Ernest Friedrich Shoemaker, Buddhist Economics in his seminal World, वो किया था, and A Guide for the Perplexed and Good Work, 3 book हैं। Then M.K. Gandhi, his also 3 books are there. Then Murray Bookchin, 6 books. And Caroline Merchant का 3 book. ठीक है? So this is all with regard to, समझ में आ गया? Adarsh and others? Anyone who has any doubts, please let me know. Overall, we have completed the feminism as well as ecologism. ठीक है, इसमें और भी हैं। ठीक है, टुमारो वी विल बी कंप्लीटिंग अदर्स ऑल्सो। ठीक है, जैसे मल्टीकल्चरलिज्म भी है इसमें, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ठीक है, देन वी कैन गो विथ नियो मार्क्सिज्म ऑल्सो, और मार्क्सिज्म एज अ थिंग ऑल्सो। तो इसमें ये जो लास्ट के 3 हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। ठीक है, चलो, थैंक यू, सी यू टुमारो सेम टाइम।